E aí? Chegando, deixa eu ver a transmissão. Engraçado, aqui pra mim tá me dando 360, mas aqui no outro, aqui certinho olhando, tá 1080, né? Tá chegando, galera. Confirme aí pra mim se tá chegando a 1080 aí pra vocês. É aqui no negócio da transmissão, parece que não tá, que tá aqui. Mas deixa eu ver aqui. Parece que tá tudo bem. Ali no YouTube que não quer mostrar certo. Pra mim ali no... Mas confirma pra mim aí, galera. Fala, João, beleza? Salve, mano. Vamos de Final Fantasy XVI aí, a final aí, o grande final, beleza? Vamos confirmando. Eu só vou dar uma olhadinha numa outra coisa aqui, já volto rapidinho, galera, só pra... Rapidinho, só pra ter certeza aqui. Aí, voltei. É isso mesmo. Tá 1080 sim. Aqui que ainda não deve ter aparecido, feito direito. Tá até meio estranho aqui o que tá aparecendo aqui pra mim, mas... Vamos lá, né? Aqui no estúdio. Sei lá o que aconteceu. Mas tá tudo certo. Ah, desculpa aí, Clive. Ele não aguenta mais esperar. Então vamos que vamos. Então, fala players, tudo bom com vocês? Aqui é o Joe Gamer, nós estamos aqui com mais uma gameplay de Final Fantasy XVI para vocês, gente. É a parte final da gameplay da nossa incrível história de Final Fantasy XVI. Depois eu vou fazer algumas lives aí, fazendo missões secundárias, alguns extras, né? Algumas coisinhas, também matando aqueles monstros, né? Que são mais fortes, as ameaças. E também alguns New Game Plus e tudo mais. Mas hoje é a final da gameplay de história, tá bom? Muito obrigado pela presença de todos vocês. Deixe seu gostei, se inscreva no canal e prenda o sininho das notificações que não foi inscrito. E galera, ó, eu só tava vendo um negócio ali. E galera, pra você que está no off aí, vem pro online com a gente, vem com a gente aí, por favor, né? Deixa o seu gostei também, se inscreva no canal e ative as notificações para vocês estarem com a gente aqui no online, tá? Aqui na live, com o pessoal aqui é muito bacana. Deixa eu ver um bagulho aqui. Agora ficou um pouquinho preocupado, mas eu acho que tá tudo certo. Bom, vamos lá. Tá chegando 1080 aí, João. Beleza. Então vamos. Então é isso, vamos que vamos. Galera, então vamos começar aqui a nossa parte final. Antes, eu vou fazer uma dessas aqui que tá aqui. Não vou fazer tudo, né? Porque é coisa pra caramba, é. Temos aqui 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quem sabe 6, mais 7, né? Pelo que eu lembro da última vez. Tem mais as que estão aqui, né? Mas... uma ou outra vamos fazer. Vou fazer a do Joshua e fazer as que estão aqui fora antes de ir. Que aí dá um pouco mais também de tempo e tudo mais, pra ficarmos aqui, pra ter as horas de live, né, também. Não sei se tem alguma coisa a ver com a Jill, mas creio que não, pelo que a gente deu uma passada. Vamos ver o que o Joshua quer. Tem aqui o nosso tio, né? Mas vamos lá, vamos fazer aqui a do Joshua, então. Vamos ver o que o Joshua quer. Momento play, dando play, galera.
Ah, Clive.
Planos e vontades.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from 𝗙𝗟. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath 𝗙𝗓𝗡 Castle. After 𝗙𝗡𝗡 was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
𝗙𝗟 asked that I join him in 𝗙𝗡𝗏 at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Lógico.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well.
Coisas do nosso
I'm ready to
pai.
leave when you are.
Bora lá. Partindo da outra... nós ficarmos por aqui, já fazemos as missões secundárias daqui. Partindo da outra missão secundária, parece. É, que tem aqui.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
𝗙𝗟, you found a letter from Father.
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Sei que estou exigindo muito de você nesta guerra que se aproxima, mas não vejo outra forma de garantir o futuro para nosso grão-ducado e nossa família. Mesmo que vençamos e consigamos derrotar os selvagens e reconquistar o sopro do Draco, a ameaça da praga ainda é iminente. Só poderemos passar por tudo isso se todos os 𝗙𝗟ianos lutarem unidos. Alguns tenham alguns planos para nos ajudar, mas há muitos obstáculos e vocês provavelmente terão que continuar meu trabalho. Sei que vocês têm a força, a coragem, a determinação para isso. Será uma difícil herança. Então lhes ofereço outra. Lembrem-se do amor e da confiança que sinto por vocês. Caramba, que legal, velho.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the burning quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
Olha.
But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you.
Ó, chegando, galera. Salve, salve, gente. Manda seu salve aí, manda lá. Parte final aí da gameplay.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, 𝗙𝗛. Shall we then?
Algum problema aqui no estúdio, sacanagem, viu? Mas que bom que pra vocês tá indo 1080, viu, galera? Só falta essa live aqui, que é a última das coisas aqui, ficar ruim pra vocês aí. Mas parece que tá tudo bem, pelo que eu tô vendo mesmo. Vamos falar com a garota. Hello. Is you? Senhora.
My lord, Your Grace. I hardly recognize you. I am 𝗙𝗜𝗓, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady 𝗙𝗜𝗓. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress, but with His Grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed. I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady 𝗙𝗓𝗓.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Bora lá.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But
Ah, vamos vir, né, mano? Mais rápido daqui.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Mas aqui tinha bicho, hein? Nós lembra na live passada, hein? Aliás, na live passada, galera, nós fizemos tudo o que precisava ser feito para conseguir a arma mais forte do jogo, a espada mais forte do jogo, na primeira run, né? Que é a mais forte de todos mesmo, você consegue na segunda. Aí ele ali.
There it is. The House Rosfield. Stick 'em. Go for it. Get him. This one. Stick 'em. Over here. This one. Get him. Nice try. Fire and flame.
Nossa, nós fizemos 96 mil e não morreu, hein?
Over here. This one. Get him. Almost killed. This one.
Ó, o bichinho é casca grossa, rapaz.
Get him. Get him. This one.
Morreu? Quase que nós fomos de base. Bichinho casca grossa, nós estamos com quase 50, 48. Foi de pedra. Uns dois pra colocar pra gente lá.
Is this the Heartstone?
Bora. Puxa, devia ter usado. Vamos usar. Pra lá é mais rápido. Aí a gente já compra ali também a super poção.
I needed that.
Temos quase 100 mil no bicho, rapaz. Ele não deitou.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. Go safely.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, it is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your father would be so proud.
Lady 𝗙𝗚𝗓, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Vou ganhar um presentinho aí. Deve colocar lá nos aposentos de Clive. Salve, salve, galera. Vamos chegando. Deixa o seu gostei, se inscreva no canal e aplique no sininho das notificações, hein? Vai ficar com a gente. Não se esqueçam, galera.
And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be...
Thank you for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady 𝗙𝗚𝗓, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
talents suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, 𝗙𝗛.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it.
Thank you, 𝗙𝗛. Come on, Clive.
Eu acho que fica em 𝗙𝗓𝗙, né? Não tá pra cá, tá lá pro outro canto, ó. Tá aqui. Salve, salve, gente. Salve, salve, galera. Gameplay parte final aí da história, da grande história de Final Fantasy VI, hein?
Unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. Overcome Father's political enemies. Especially knowing what we know now. Perhaps his dad would have helped.
Ah, vamos matando os
Knowing
outros,
he
né?
was with us would have made all the difference.
Vamos arrebentando um povinho aqui que tiver no caminho.
Time to fight.
Over here! Get him! Go for it!
Que droga, hein? Ah, nós vamos pano. Tem mais lá.
Get him! Over here! Over here! Go for it! Sick him!
Droga, né, meu Deus? Eu não vi que a outra tava dentro.
Get him! Go for it!
𝗙𝗓𝗙𝗙 é sempre um bom lugar pra upar, mano. Galera, não deixe de dar o seu gostei, hein? Aí, consegui poçãozinha aí, ó. Oxi. Ah, é, tava aquele dragão lá aqui. Mas vamos lá, vamos lá. Voltar lá. Vai pra aquele canto. Pra cá.
It's just back there.
Nossa, onde que enterraram o pai dele, velho?
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
Aí, velho.
I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Sentiu a presença do pai, hein? Ó.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Vai pelo o elmo do pai dele. Quase subindo de nível. Logo no vamos para o último também. Vamos fazer isso também, né? Joshua entrou para o grupo de Clive e permanecerá com ele até a partida para a origem. Beleza. Acho que já tinha entrado. E vai ficar com a gente até aí. Em tudo que nós formos, ele vai ficar juntinho, eu acho. Então vamos lá, vamos continuar. Porque tem mais alguns aqui pra fazer. Vamos fazer aqui. Já tava aqui mesmo. Voltar aqui, né? E aí, tio?
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover 𝗙𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗟 origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of 𝗙𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗟 touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. 𝗙𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗟's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Bem, vamos lá.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
It's kind of you to take an interest in the Undying's affairs, brother.
Well, I can't have you all keeping secrets from me, can I?
A partir daqui de novo e lá pro fundo. Olha. Olha que aqui tinha.
Get him! Attack!
Mais à frente tem um dragão. Aqui, velho. Olha que susto!
Get him! Get him!
Ah, vai voltar ali, mano. Tem que ter aberto o mapa primeiro, né? Fui burro. Uma potion. Ih, tio. Já foi.
This one. Over here.
Vamos achar aqui.
Caution, brother.
Oxe.
This one.
Estamos quase. E aqui 4.500. Tem que ser 6, né? 500. Mais goblins.
This one. Sick 'em.
$4.600. Que foi onde nós bateu na ameaça notória lá. Pegou o oricalco. Era mais à frente.
Over here. Sick 'em. This one.
Vamos pegar um. Vamos. Nossa, nós não tínhamos aqui ainda. Ali é bloqueado. Como é que chama aquilo ali mesmo? Esqueci. Basilisco, né? Obelisco. Kratos. Nossa, foi tudo morto. Hostil. Tem nego aí, brabo.
Oh no.
Ai.
You'll pay for this.
They
Fala, frango, beleza?
All the more reason to rid this place of Eikons.
Frangote. Ai, ai.
Over here! Now, 𝗙𝗠𝗡𝗟!
Chegou, hein? Falou que vim e veio, hein? Deixa eu gostei aí, mano. Ah, mas ainda tem musiquinha. Ah, é porque tem gente. Valeu, mano! Como é que você tá?
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Over here! Go!
Aí sim, mano, aí sim. Assim que eu gosto. Valeu, viu, mano? Aqui o sistema é bruto.
This one.
E aí, a voz tá boa? Tá chegando o Full HD pra você também aí, Gui? Tá tudo certinho aí? Ah, mano, tá chique pra caramba.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Mas tá chegando Full HD pra você também?
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying
Ah,
this
então
site.
fechou, é nóis. Valeu.
When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them.
Tô fazendo
and
umas
to you,
secundárias que estavam um pouquinho
we were,
pra trás,
for a mercy,
pra depois já ia chegar
able
no,
to see
pra dar um
our
tempinho de
duty to
live e já
its
chegar na
conclusion.
final, galera.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure
Ah,
you
mano,
will
vale
agree.
muito a pena. Mas primeiro
You
tem que
think
ter o
your
Play
dead
5,
brothers
né,
would agree with you
mano?
too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here.
Ah, então fechou,
And I
fechou.
agreed to collect your findings
Tô
in his
preocupado com
stead.
isso aí.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our
É, vai
humble
pegar quando,
thanks.
Play 5?
May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey...
Forgive them, Clive. The Undying live by a very different creed, and nothing we say will change that. Come, let us deliver their findings to Cyril, that their deaths might not be in vain.
O jogo é incrível, incrível, velho. Vontade eu tenho. É, vontade nós tem. Não farta, né?
Here, take a look at my wares.
Ah, você tem sim, você só tá fazendo de migué, mano. Eu sei que você tem, mano.
A fine choice.
Você tá muito de migué, mano.
Come again.
Ah, a versão do Miranha eu achei top demais. Mas ainda tá meio salgado. É o que eu falei, você compra o da versão do God of War, compra as tampas e fica mais barato. Aí você tem 2 Battle.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Muito. Não tem, né, praticamente, né? Ah, o SSD é outra coisa, mano. Deixa a experiência muito melhor, não quebra.
Had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friend, were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it...
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would please.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua, and we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may...
Os caras cumpriu o dever de qualquer forma, né, mano? Passamos aí, velho. 47. Achei que eu tava no 48. Ah, queria chegar lá com 50, mas eu acho que não vai dar, não. Oh. Caramba, tem outra aqui. É a parte 2. Então vamos lá, ué. Já estamos aqui mesmo. Mais fácil.
Lord Marquis, if you...
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait. In order to pursue a new avenue, he sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima. As by gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash, a continent teeming with orcs and Akashic.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the third chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost, and yet it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the... For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his...
Vamos lá, salvar os irmãos de
You know
novo.
it not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to... 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗏 was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of 𝗚𝗔𝗡𝗏𝗏. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the firebirds fly...
Vamos pra 𝗚𝗔𝗠𝗘, então. Aí, ó. Abri mais um aqui. Não tinha. 𝗚𝗔𝗠𝗘. Ah, eu sei onde é esse aqui. Nós passamos por lá e tava fechado nas lives anteriores. Pessoal que ainda não assistiu todas as lives aí anteriores, eu sempre deixo na descrição do vídeo aí embaixo o link da nossa playlist com todas as lives, todas as nossas gameplays que nós fazemos. Fechou?
Over here! Go, Torkel! Get him! It's over!
O Joshua não ataca? Vou gastar todas minhas magias nesses aranha, né? Pra cá. I know.
Might this be 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗏?
Yes. Tem gente ali, mano. Alguma coisa. O curto de última.
These people aren't turned.
Portadores?
And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Mais gente
Give
maluca.
themselves.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He would...
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He is staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't...
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Vamos ver se tem algum baúzinho por aqui pra nós chutar. Possível que eu não tenha alguma coisa. Ah, eu falei, mano. Meu faro é aguçado. E pra aquele canto lá. Era pra cá mesmo. O povo vai abrindo a porta normal dos outros aqui, cara.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers. Have you? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to...
You do understand what that...
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
Xiii, olha lá.
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Aqui, rapaz, seu maluco. Tá todo mundo ficando maluco aqui. Tem que ir embora desse lugar aqui. Esse lugar deixa os outros malucos. Ih, a caixa. Ether.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Get him! This one! Over here! Get him! Go! Over here!
Show.
What now?
Ixi, Maria. Sabia, eu precisava guardar mesmo, porque eu achei que ia ter um grande. Olha lá. Olha o tamanho do bicho.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Ai.
All yours, Torgal. Over here.
Vem, ataca eu. Isso. Isso, ataca mais. Vamos, vamos. Aí, bobão. Pega essa chuva aí, ó. Ainda faltou um God, hein?
Over here.
Tchau. Tá tudo certo aí pra vocês, galera? Parece que sim, né? Só pra averiguar mesmo. Ixi, tem mais.
Damn it.
Ai, mano. cara morreu, velho.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me. I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a 𝗙𝗓𝗡𝗟 in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Pesado, hein?
Of course. Your duty will be done. Look, my lord. They are saved.
É. Transformaram tudo, quer ver? Olha lá. Tudo em a caixa aqui. Péssimas notícias, cara.
Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
Deu probleminha, cara.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hail.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mikkelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was to...
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them. We protect them. And yes, for better or worse.
But he didn't die for your creed. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
Salve, galera, beleza, mano? Vamos chegando, gente. Deixe seu gostei, se inscreva no canal e ative as notificações para estar sempre com a gente, beleza? Chegando, vamos chegando.
That is my duty.
Manda um salve pra nós. Parte final aí de Final Fantasy XVI, hein?
My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart, and were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters
Ó, opa! Já podemos aí. Composição de Clive, fabricação. Oricalco, mano. Nossa, podia ter feito esse aqui. Pegou oricalco, velho. Muito mais fácil pegar os oricalcos que aquele detonado lá. Mostrou. Já podemos fazer o último ali, mano. Do poderzão do... Como é que chama, né? Bahamut. Aí sim, hein? Tudo no máximo. Tudo que nós usamos está no máximo. Tudo que usamos, né? Agora eu acho que eu vou fazer alguma coisa com esse aqui, cara. Mas vou ver qual. Vamos para a próxima. Aqui não tem mais nada. Vamos para cá, 𝗙𝗚𝗡𝗙𝗟. Neste aqui. Nosso amigo quer.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together. Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throat and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Are
you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of 𝗙𝗚𝗡. Because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of 𝗙𝗚𝗡, dear child. And the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon. May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits, and they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, 𝗡𝗚?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hill. Our best hope is to nip these efforts of organization in the bud by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his... How could I refuse? Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. I'll go and speak with...
Limites traçados.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws.
Sounds like we have some competition.
Caraca, que é aquilo lá? Lá no fundo lá. Há um bichão lá?
Still in 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗍,
Olha
Victor?
umas plantas estranhas.
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Kosnis by now.
I did. Then I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗍 certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our fort. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Nossa, lá pra frente, lá pra cima. Ah, eu já vejo já, mas eu acho que era uma planta estranha mesmo. Mas parece muito outra coisa, velho. Derrotou a gente, eu acho. É ali que eu achei que era um bichão. Ali tem um dragão. Não, salamandra. Vixe, tá tirando muito. Nossa, a build tá boa, mano. Chegamos.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
Ué, já tá cheio dos bandidos. Ah, é o acampamento dos bandidos, né? Era só pegar o Mega Flame.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here.
No. Something's happened.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that 𝗏𝗏 is a bearer.
What?
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape. And his escape, some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when 𝗏𝗏 felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
What?
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right.
Bora lá. Falar pros tio parar de ser bobo.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it.
Ele é mesmo.
Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, 𝗏𝗏. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not with...
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a 𝗏𝗏𝗡 born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who 𝗏𝗏 really is. They know that 𝗏𝗏 and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
Então, 𝗏𝗏 é um forçador, mano.
Stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but...
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we felt...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of 𝗏𝗏𝗡. And they will thank you not to get involved.
É, deu muito certo, não.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to 𝗚𝗏.
All right.
Coitado do Luba, vai dar problema pra ele.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, 𝗚𝗏. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But 𝗚𝗏...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of 𝗙𝗚 have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, 𝗚𝗏. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but...
How could it possibly be for the best? These children, the least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, 𝗚𝗏?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do,
I'll bear it in mind.
Complicado, hein? Ah, sabia que ia ter a parte 2. Vamos lá. Agora eu quero saber mais.
Here to help me
Como vai
pack.
acabar?
Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already. And
you're really going to go through with this then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided.
Of course. The children.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
𝗚𝗏, are you still here?
What is it, 𝗙𝗏? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the 𝗙𝗏, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. 𝗙𝗏, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation. Understood. I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Ixi, ninguém vai querer ouvir ele.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate. Huh?
What do you want?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, my...
𝗙𝗡𝗡, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident 𝗙𝗡𝗡 cannot be trusted, and need...
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Deixa vir, mano. Deixa vir.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord 𝗙𝗑𝗓.
Ah, eu deixava vir, mano. Ei, tá bom.
What's 𝗙𝗡𝗡 raving about now?
Deixa vir, aí chega como herói, mano.
Lord 𝗙𝗑𝗓.
Cid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they've convinced themselves that nothing 𝗙𝗡𝗡 says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend 𝗙𝗪𝗻, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Cid! 𝗙𝗑𝗓! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And 𝗙𝗡𝗡 is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Foi tentar salvar todo mundo, quer ver?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming.
Deixa vir, mano.
They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim 𝗙𝗪𝗻 for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Deixa vir, mano.
Just go!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go!
Just go. Just go.
𝗙𝗡𝗡. Wait. Someone's coming.
Go! Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him! What did 𝗙𝗡𝗡 ever do to you? Hmm? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe.
Aí, mano.
You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did 𝗏𝗡 ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
𝗏𝗡, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
Eu gosto de criança, mano. Eu gosto dessa trilha sonora. Eu gosto dessa.
Fine. Gather around if you don't want to die.
Vamos brigar com os Akashic? Ah, parou a trilha sonora.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗧, deep in the 𝗙𝗡𝗏. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, 𝗙𝗏𝗡 will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on it. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force, and as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from 𝗙𝗏𝗡 at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, 𝗏𝗏. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws. 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗧, its main host, is most likely still there. And 𝗙𝗏𝗡 will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For 𝗙𝗏𝗡𝗧.
𝗙𝗓𝗡𝗟𝗏.
Looks like everyone's ready.
Então vamos, né? Vamos pegar um atalho aqui, né? Aí, Joshua, você presta atenção, hein, mano.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
Vê se ajuda, hein, tio.
This one.
Você fica parado, mano. Venham.
Can't leave a single one alive.
Não vi você, cara. Show. $2,400.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to 𝗙𝗛𝗡 and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Łubo, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What?
It's done.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is out.
We bloody did it!
We saved 𝗙𝗛𝗡.
Łubo, allow me. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, 𝗚𝗏. 𝗙𝗚 needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor...
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved 𝗙𝗚 twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending 𝗙𝗚, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined... When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in 𝗙𝗚. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of 𝗙𝗚, as you always have.
Isso aí, mano. O cara conseguiu, velho.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat? How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving 𝗙𝗚 in disgrace. And now, here.
𝗚𝗏, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of 𝗙𝗏𝗡 than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone.
Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Ah, as crianças. Sai daí, vocês vão cair, velho. Conseguimos. Outra coisa pro Clive. Mais experiência. Quase chegando no 500 mil. Talvez dá pra gente pegar já alguma recompensa lá. Opa! Abra sua mente. Colete 6 placas. Ah, moleque, nem sabia que tinha essa. Mais um pra nossa coleção. Nossa, tô devendo uma super poção e agora uma poção. Vamos comprar. Aí nós vamos pro esconderijo. Ah, eu acho que tem alguma coisa pra pegar lá. De recompensa. E depois nós já vamos fazer a última missão, hein, galera. A missão final, já
Anything I
vamos
can
já
interest you in?
pra missão final.
Here you are. An excellent choice. Are you looking for something in particular? Go with Gilbert.
Cortando.
There's something about it.
Nossa, não tem ainda. Qual que é esse? Ah, eu acho que eu já tinha visto já. Mas caramba, ainda não tem?
How may I help you today, Clive?
Oxi. Por 15. Tudo bem.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Antes de ir, vamos pagar uma rodada pessoal para ficarem mais tranquilos. E aí nós vamos.
You look like you could do with a drink. And this one's on the house.
Oh, caramba, peguei só pra mim, que droga. Não era pra isso.
So, well riddled, stumped. Long ago, there were these two airship captains who both liked to claim their vessel could fly high. And after arguing about it till they were blue in the face, they rallied their crews, pointed their bows heavensward, and set off, soaring higher and higher and higher. But before they knew it, they found themselves surrounded on all sides by dragons. The dragons, none too eager to welcome intruders into their domain, proceeded to chase the airships for 40 days and 40 nights until, having run out of food and water, the crews collapsed. And with no one to man the ships, only to end up in a lake. And they say the name of one of those ships. Well, what do you think of that?
I'll have Otto see to those leaks.
Oh, were you even listening, Sid? Honestly, I've got half a mind to bar you.
But then who would you tell your stories to?
Don't be a stranger, Sid. What can I get you, Sid? Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good.
Rodada pra todo mundo.
Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Bora pro final, galera.
Do you think they'll come back?
Estamos com 47 de nível, 56 mil pra mudar, então vai demorar. Os melhores equipamentos até agora. O que tá fazendo habilidade aqui? Nada. por enquanto nada, né? Então vamos lá. A origem. Vamos acabar com ele.
Make sure you do this time. Oh, and while you're at it.
Os três fodão.
Clive, if you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
Tell him he'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this. Well, behave yourself, Mid.
We'll see.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
And what does Taya have to say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Mas, filho, nós vamos voltar vitorioso, mano. É nóis.
Thank you, 𝗙𝗚𝗡. I'm sorry.
Your Grace, I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. I didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Taya. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, there's nothing to say that hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before, so just you do what needs doing. And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That'll be well.
If that is all?
Not quite.
Jill, mano, você não vai, Jill? É verdade, ninguém tem asa, né?
Jill.
Oh, você também não tem, né, mano?
It's time, isn't it?
It is.
Turgle não vai junto. Ah, Turgle. Oh, fazer isso o Turgle é difícil, hein?
And you. You take care of her too, boy.
Bonitinho.
Don't forget, Clive. We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
I'll be back. I promise.
Isso aí, velho.
I love you, Jill.
Ah, aí sim. Bonito. Tipo demais.
I know. I love you too.
Isso mesmo. Gosto de tirar fotos. Olha o pessoal aí. Todo mundo aí. Marta do Véu. Dama, né? Liuba. Todo mundo, mano. Pra ver nossa vitória.
We have a god to kill.
Pra cima. Muhammad. Vamos voltar, Fiona, vamos voltar, soberano. Aqui é Ifrit, entendeu? Ifrit. Ó. Origem. Olha esse. Inimigos.
Hold on, Joshua. Already am.
Aqui é Bahamas, velho. Bahamas. Tchau.
He's going to make us a way in.
Ah, sensacional, mano. Sensacional, sensacional, sensacional. Ó, rapaz, vai te acertar aí de cima, velho.
So, this is Origin.
A far cry from heaven.
Where it all began, where it all begins, our arc. Your architect.
There you are.
It was here that we slumbered. Here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last. we shall be truly complete.
Well, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's make it count.
Pra cima dele. Tá aqui. Olha. É nóis.
Dominance. We will show you what it means to suffer.
We're free foda. Puta, mano. Tá ficando difícil this time. Tirou nada de vida do bicho. Tá louco. Olha, velho. Ah, não, tem que tirar foto, que isso. É isso, mano? Não, né? Nem ganhamos nada. Olha isso, mano. Não, vou tirar foto de novo. Ah, não deu.
And you only surrendered, this unpleasantness could have been avoided.
Caramba, velho. Não é possível, mano.
We have you.
Aguenta aí, Bahamut. Vamos lá.
I ask not for acceptance. Only forgiveness!
Olha, mano! Isso aí, Bahamut. Olha isso, mano. Esse jogo é louco, velho. Aí, mano. Caiu, mas bateu. Isso mesmo.
Now, Father, it is done.
Ah, mano, coitado do Dion, velho.
Clive!
Ai, não morreu não.
Clive! No. Thank the Founder.
Did I mention you look terrible?
That makes two of us.
Oh, I'll be alright.
Olha o peito dele, velho.
And Dion.
Ixi.
Take my hand.
No, I told you, I'll be...
Come on.
Thank you.
Vamos, irmãos, pra cima.
Press on.
Always.
I'm sorry about Dion.
Don't be. Please. He did what he had to do.
And it's time we did the same. Should we stop?
Because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
I suppose we are.
O louco, esse Clive caiu bem perto do núcleo, né, mano? E jogou ele pra perto do núcleo.
So cold. So empty. We're close, aren't we?
It seems that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Then think instead of those waiting for us at home.
Mano, tô achando que o Joshua vai de base, velho. Puta merda.
They can't be.
But they are. This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber. That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
This was never about creation, only self-preservation. You condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him. Alone. Clive. I think I understand. He...
They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber. And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done, had you not set them free.
You meant for us to destroy the mother crystals. It's what you wanted all along.
You have our gratitude, 𝗙𝗓𝗓. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well.
Que filha da mãe, velho.
Welcome home, brother.
Brother?
Joshua?
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
Puta merda. Ah! mano, é o que tava dentro dele.
Joshua! No!
And now we can become one.
Ah, todos eles tinham um pouco do último.
Clive. Don't speak. Shh. The one possessed of the destructive flames of feet. And the healing flames of the phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong. I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel. I don't care. Just hold on. Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance. In vain. In vain. For he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Cid's dream, of creating a better world for us. Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be. With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us.
Nossa, velho.
Don't do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the wound does not take me, the curse will.
Olha essa cena, mano. Que é isso? Olha isso, cara.
Always been proud to call you my shield. But now, it is the world that needs you. Thank you, Clive.
Nossa, mano do céu.
For being my brother.
Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Damien! Why did you do this? Joshua.
Nossa, esse sentimento, mano, esse sofrimento.
Joshua!
And thus does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains. To empty the vessel.
Olha isso. Voltamos aí. Pega ele, Clive. Vambora, mano. Olha isso, cara. Só coisa bonita, velho.
Still here. With me to the end.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
Fica quieto, rapaz. Vambora, vamos pra cima. Ah, vamos derrotar você, mano.
And always will.
Ó. Para, velho, é isso.
On this, my sword, I swear, to shield the firebird's flame forevermore.
Nossa. Vem, seu filho da mãe.
Let's try.
Você vai ser pego pela Mega Flame, rapaz. Tome! Não aguentou, né, rapaz?
Countless centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation. Only to find it profaned and so it must be cleansed. Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Because it's not so easily broken.
But it can be broken. And I shall see it. For such is my will. Try it.
Caramba, velho. Nice try. Ficou bom. De novo o Mega Flame na sua cara. Ô, estamos no final aqui, na luta final, tudo bom? Pega as chamas da Fênix, maldito. Tome! Tão forte pra caramba, velho. Vamos pra cima.
Force feeds these flames. I sense more here than mere will. Is this Logos? Have you truly become free?
Mano, você matou nosso irmão, filho. Você tá ferrado, mano.
You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us. I created you, all of you.
Nossa, olha isso.
And what is mine is mine to destroy.
Nossa, mano, que é isso?
Once, perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Bora, Freak! Pra cima, velho! Aê, rapaz! Efeito renascido.
Have you learned nothing? Damned is the slave who would turn the scourge upon his master.
Essa luta tá fodástica, mano. Você tá louco. Nossa, olha isso, você tá louco. Mas como forçar o ataque desse jeito? Venha! Meu Deus! Vamos pra cima! bebê.
How is this possible?
Tome.
No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be. And so you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos. Nothing.
Tem mais. Tem mais, Clive.
Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete. And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
Anguish. Pain. Suffering. You have known none of these. But we have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong.
Vamos lá, mano.
My will be done.
Me ataca, não? Pô, ajuda, velho. Droga. O Titã, velho. Nós também tem, rapaz. Nós tem todo mundo, rapaz. Nós tem também. Nossa, que da hora, mano. Titan. Nós tem também.
Titan!
Give him hell, Clive!
Tome.
You cannot have this power. It is not yours to take.
Hermit. Vai ter também. Mega Flame.
That's my boy!
Mas é melhor com ele esquecer, mano. Vai ter a Shiva também.
Ice on feeling! Shiva!
Together!
Darkness unending.
Vai ter o Jin também.
Onward, my son.
No, mine is the altar at which you pray. Mine are the eyes that look down upon you all.
Caramba, ficou mais
Yet
difícil.
still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
We are not the same. Stand beside me.
Caramba.
Witness my creation.
Pensa, Malu.
so sure of your place atop the world. You refused to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
I do not need you, or anyone.
And that is where we are different. I could not have made it here on my own. I carry with me the hopes and dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
Vamos!
I cannot end. I have the end.
Não consegue, né? Fala com ele, chama as do inferno. Tome.
The world you seek is but a fantasy.
The only fantasy here is yours. And we shall be its final witness.
Meu
said.
Deus. Meu Deus.
It's over.
Nossa. Derrotamos Ultima. Multa, mas não dá nada, mano. Oxi. Mas derrotou Ultima de um jeito muito louco, velho. Quem gostou aí, manda um salve, mano. É nóis, velho. Que da hora, mano. Meu maluco.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
I honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are. We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up.
Isso aí, velho.
We see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it. Because that is our way.
Puxa, vai pegar o de última, mano.
My congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable. Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
Joshua. Ah, mano. Uma lembrança dele. Quando ele foi nomeado escudo? Será? É. Ah, mas você tá louco, velho. Quando o Joshua nasceu. Mas é pra mexer com o sentimento mesmo, hein? Destrói.
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along. But while I have it, perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy. Bearers, dominance, crystals, magic, consigned to the flames.
E aí, mano? Queima tudo.
Even if it means the end of me. These are our terms.
Muita coisa bonita. Olha essas ondas do mar, mano. Olha essa água, velho. Cristalina. Acabou. Olha o Clive, velho. Ah, mano. Ele também vai aparecer, velho. Nossa, pelo amor de Deus, esse jogo, cara. Pelo amor de Deus.
You the most beautiful thing.
He is, isn't he? What are you gonna call him?
Let me see, let me see. Oh, read little one. Got a smile for your Uncle Gav.
Not so loud, you bird.
What? I was only...
Shh, you're scaring him.
It's all right.
Oh.
Putz.
A sky of scattered tears.
Qual é, mano? É pra acabar com todo mundo.
If you need a rest, I can take him.
I'll hold you to that.
The world's yours now. Yours to do with as you please. That's what Sid wanted. That's what they both wanted.
Muito lindo, hein, galera? Final emocionante, mano. Você tá louca pra mexer com o coração de qualquer uma.
Did our journey end?
inscritos, hein, galera? Lembrando, hein? Notificações pra estarem com a gente. Ah, as crianças.
Every time.
Primogênito.
Will you light it?
Yes, Mother. Come on. If only I had the flames for an Eikon.
Eikon? Have you been reading that silly story again?
Nossa,
Magic
passou
belongs
muito
in
tempo.
fairy tales, and fairy tales don't boil kettles. You see? Well done. Now, be a good lad, and play with your brother until supper.
Come on, hurry. Hurry. All right. Right, let's play the Saint in the Secretary.
No, I don't want to be Madu.
What do you want to play then?
War of the Eikons.
Nossa, Final Fantasy Joshua
I
Rosfield.
get to be a freak.
Why? I'm the older brother.
Because the hermit says so.
Mas onde termina uma jornada? Estrela cadente. Cumpra o legado. Zeramos. Um novo? Foi em cima do que a gente já tá, ué. E tudo bem, agora a gente abre um novo. Não sei pra quê, mas tá bom. Novo jogo Plus. Agora está disponível na tela inicial. Com esta opção, você pode começar um novo jogo com dados do jogo, dados de jogador e de itens transferidos de um jogo previamente concluído. O jogo de jogabilidade Final Fantasy, o modo de jogabilidade Final Fantasy agora também está disponível exclusivamente no novo jogo Plus. O modo de jogabilidade Final Fantasy oferece o seguinte: aumento de força dos inimigos, aumento de nível máximo do jogador. Agora dá pra ir até o nível 100, não sei até onde nós conseguimos ir antes, pra falar a verdade. Novos equipamentos e itens, conteúdo exclusivo deste modo. Este modo é recomendado para jogadores que querem testar seus limites, certo? Então é forte mesmo, né? Vamos testar mais pra frente. Caraca, hein? Que jornada fantástica que nós fizemos, hein, galera? Que jogo incrivelmente incrível, mano. Eu tô fascinado com ele. E triste que acabou. Tem mais coisas pra gente fazer, que nem eu falei, né? Que nem eu ponho aqui em continuar. Onde será que eles vão deixar agora? Parar. Ah, é aqui. Como eles fazem, né? Como antes da origem, né? Da principal, pra gente poder fazer todas as secundárias. Tem as secundárias, né? Que nós podemos fazer só aqui. Aqui tem 7, né? Faltaram 7 das secundárias. Aí tem os bichão, né? Para enfrentar as ameaças notórias. Temos algumas. Ah, caramba, mano. Até o Clive morrer, cara. Tá louco. Sem magia, sem nada. Deixa eu dar um gostei, galera. Tô vendo aí o pessoal, hein? Quanto que nós temos mesmo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ameaças notórias e 5 missões secundárias aí que nós fazer, que temos coisas pra fazer. Tem novo jogo Plus, né? Que provavelmente eu vou chegar aqui com esse novo jogo Plus aí, né? Bom, eu vou fazer live pra fazer os extras, né? As secundárias e os monstros. Vou continuar aqui ele até fazer tudo aqui no jogo normal. Também vou pensando em trazer o New Game Plus aqui pras lives, né? Colocar também esse Final Fantasy, esse modo Final Fantasy, né? Pra gente ver. Pra gente ter nossa jogatina aí, beleza? Então não deixa, galera, de se inscrever aí, ficar com a gente. Sininho aí pra ficar sempre com a gente aí, tá bom? Espetacular, mano. Incrível. Bom, então é isso. Muito obrigado a todos que estiveram com a gente aqui nessa jornada, né? Não ganhamos nível nenhum, é incrível isso. Continuamos com 47. Essa é a melhor build que eu quis fazer. E realmente me dei muito bem com ela. Mas é isso, galera. Muito obrigado, pessoal, todos que estiveram aqui com a gente, né? Que acompanhou essa incrível jornada com a gente. Esse jogo maravilhoso que com certeza vai brigar muito, mas muito forte para jogo do ano. Como eu falei, já fico aí repetindo e vou falar de novo, tá? Entre os 3 melhores que eu já joguei. Cara, é um jogo incrível. Ele é fantástico e tudo. É praticamente tudo perfeito, que existem, né, os problemas, algumas coisinhas que nós vamos falar num vídeo separado. Mas é inacreditável mesmo, é um jogo fantástico, cara, fantástico. Precisa... Quem tem o PlayStation 5 precisa jogar esse jogo, precisa ver o que é isso. É uma história muito envolvente, tem que prestar muita atenção, uma história muito grande, muito rica. Eu acho que eu fiz ele por volta de 70 horas de jogo, ainda teve algumas coisinhas, né, pra fazer. Então ele entrega muita coisa. Isso é bom pra um jogo mais caro, né, que eu sempre falo, né. Pô, foi mal aí, Clive. Tô falando pro pessoal aqui. Isso é algo muito importante pra ser falado, né, pra colocar. Então, muito legal, muito bacana isso. E a jogabilidade é muito boa. Não é difícil, não é tão complicado assim. As lutas de Eikons são impressionantes. Existem as quedas de FPS, lógico, principalmente nessas horas aí, né, mas não é injogável. Não quebra o jogo. É mais nas horas dos Eikons mesmo e tudo, que exige muito do PlayStation 5 esse jogo, tá? Então é... Bom, surpreendente, galera, surpreendente. Eu me encantei com o jogo, como vocês estão vendo. Espero que vocês também. Então sempre deixa o seu gostei aí. Fica sempre com a gente para as próximas lives de gameplay aqui no canal. Estão sempre convidados aqui, tá bom? Agradeço de novo todo mundo que estiveram aqui nessas 16, né? Eu acho que foram 16 partes, contando com essa parte final aí de gameplay de Final Fantasy. Fico muito feliz aqui de termos feito esse grande jogo aqui com vocês. Então até a próxima, espero ver você no próximo vídeo. Venha com a gente. Momento Play Off e valeu! Até mais. Tchau, tchau.